So we still struggled with our oldest son. We hadn't figured out yet that he had a diagnosis, and life was hard. And I felt like I was constantly struggling in my relationship with him. I loved him, but it was hard. It was really hard. My husband did get a job, and we were able to move to where that job was, which actually put us out on an island in the Baltic Sea. And we started off in an apartment for the first year until he was working there long enough that we could get a loan to buy a house, and then we moved to a house. So here we are. We've moved basically our whole married life. We are constantly moving, 3 kids, and at the time we buy our house, finally, I was pregnant with my 4th, and she was born shortly after we moved. No, she was born shortly after, let me think, sorry. We signed papers on the house, and then we went to go to Daniel's sister's wedding, and on the way to the wedding, my daughter came, so I didn't make it to the wedding. But so there was a lot of things happening in life, and so life didn't slow down. It didn't get easier, but I was able to maintain, and the positive self-talk, the fact that I didn't let myself do the tyranny of the shoulds very much was really good, and especially my husband, because he was in this all the way with me to help me with the depression. If I was starting to feel like more than 50% of the time I was being negative, then we're like, okay, we got to address this, we got to look at it, and we would implement strategies. And my husband was my greatest support in all of this. Even the very first time when I had to set up the doctor's appointment to get the first prescription, or to go get the diagnosis officially from the doctor to get the prescription, I really was still struggling. Even though I knew I should listen to the therapist, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to admit I had depression, and it was hard, but my husband was there for me. So he set up the appointment. He came with me to the doctor the first time. He's just always been there, and we have an open dialogue going on about the depression and what signs we need to watch for and how to address things together. It's really important to me that we work on it as a team. So support network is essential, especially that close, regular support for me.